It's action time again as we bring you round 6 of the 4x4 Mega World Inland Off-Road Championship, the Stella 250, held in the Northwest Province. It's all to play for in the biggest off-road car racing championship in South Africa, taking place over 8 grueling rounds, covering 2,500 kilometers of rugged off-road terrain. This action is brought to you by series sponsors 4x4 Mega World in conjunction with Propeller Center and Firm Power Tools. Another record entry of 42 cars descended on the small town of Stella with only one thing in mind: racing, and more importantly, winning. With the championship made up of 2 categories, namely production vehicles and the special vehicles, spanning over 9 individual classes, the competition was set to be, as always, fast, furious, and being held in August with no rains yet in sight, super dusty. As usual, an early morning greeted the competitors, getting ready for the day's action. A slight breeze in the air with not a cloud in sight. Dust was again to be the order of the day. Whilst the usual suspects were all in attendance, chasing down their respective championships, we also have a few new faces and cars in the lineup. The 4x4 Mega World Inland Off-Road Championship seems to be going from strength to strength, and it bodes well for the future of the sport. The all-important drivers' briefing got proceedings underway. The customary draw by the top 5 drivers taking part in a lucky draw to see who would be first on the road to open up. Important information regarding some route changes were presented in due course, and then it was on to the day's racing action. Ahead of the crews lay a 94-kilometer loop that would be hit 3 times during the racing. Once in the morning as the prologue to determine the starting positions and the time gaps for the main race later in the day, and then twice more in the main event, making the day's racing a massive 282 kilometers of rugged, dusty off-road terrain. In another first for the 4x4 Mega World Inland Off-Road Championship, a kiddies, bikes and quads social event was held in the morning. These are the future stars of tomorrow, and a group of 16 riders on bikes and quads, aged between 7 and 11, eagerly tackled the 1-kilometer course. The bikes ran for the first hour, followed by the quads, who also ran for an hour. They might be small and young, but the skill and technique shown by these pint-sized riders are already a very high standard. In keeping with the 4x4 Mega World Inland Off-Road Championship motto, putting the fun back into racing. An initiative like the kiddies event goes a long way towards building up to a greater future for the championship and for the future of the sport overall. Every single one of the kiddies who participated thoroughly enjoyed proceedings, and they all made it through unscathed and happy. Join us after the break as we get ready for the big show.